Hello, this is Ian's POV. Starmer has literally just resigned. Got to do my point of view as I remember it. Now, I've recorded what he said, and I'll put it on the end. And as far as I remember, he is living in cloud cuckoo land, I tell you. Does anybody believe anything this guy says? He's making a resignation speech. And he's saying how good he is. He's destroyed the country, destroyed our faith in our own country. He said he was going to smash the gangs that were bringing in all these illegals. Not a thing. And in his resignation speech, he never spoke a word about it. When you used to watch Cowboys and Indians when I was a kid, you know, the Saturday morning Cowboys, one of the sayings the Indian used, well, they call them Native Americans now, don't they, is white man speaks with forked tongue. And that's how I think of Starmer. White man speaks with forked tongue. He's lying through his back teeth. Do you know, the economy's doing better? Well, that's because of inflation. The markets are doing better, I agree. But that's inflation. But how many of us are earning more money and have got more money in our pockets and feel better off? In the old days with Heath and Wilson, it would be, this will not affect the pound in your pocket. Starmer is affecting the pound in your pocket. He said, we have got a fairer society. Work that one out, sunshine. They're putting people in jail for Facebook and X posts. How can that be a fairer society? What happened to free speech in this country? The guy's a blatant liar. He is full of bullshit. Sorry, Gunsmith's technical term I used there. And I'm a countryman. I call a spade a spade. I call an absolute total idiot, who's our Prime Minister, full of bullshit. And that's what it is. Absolute, total bullshit. No ifs and buts about it. You know, he goes on about how fair we are and how better off we are. Absolute crap. Can anybody out there tell me that they're better off under Labour? Because I'm not. My money is going backwards. Electric here in this new house. We bought this house 3 years ago. I budgeted the finances. We had enough money to survive. The electric went up over the years. I got to admit that. But I got a letter this year from EDF saying that we pay regularly every month, that my payments were £140 a month, and it's going up to £190 a month for electric and gas. So how, Mr. Starmer, tell me how I'm better off. Go to the pumps. Yes, the price at the pumps is slowly dropping, but it's horrendous out there. I go to Birmingham about once a month for work. It used to cost me just under 20 quid. When Labour took power 2 years ago, it was round about 30 quid. It is now costing me, at the height of the price hike in petrol, cost me 40 quid to get up to Birmingham and back in my little car. I've then got to pass it on to the customer. So the customers are paying higher prices. I'm still doing the same amount of work. I'm still charging the same amount for the work, but I got to put the money on, the cost of travel, on to the bill. Otherwise, I'll be going bankrupt. We have a two-tier police state in this country. Starmer said it was fairer. Like shit. Absolute total bullshit. We're better off. No, we're not. If you're better off, put a comment down below and explain why you are better off under Labour. You can say what you like as long as you agree with the woke world. You step out of line from that woke world and what they believe, then you got a copper at your door. Hate crimes, malicious communications, anything to try and shut you up. And they might not be arresting you, like in my case. I was not arrested, but it's the process which becomes the punishment. The fear that, oh shit, it's the police. I'm being interviewed by the police. What am I going to do? I very quickly grasped that I was not going to be arrested because I'd never been cautioned. When they come and see you and they're going to interview you, they've got to caution you. And they can maybe taken down and given evidence against you. I didn't get that phrase, didn't get that sentence. So they were never going to arrest me anyway. So it's the process of police intimidation to try and shut you up, to make you politically compliant with the woke world. And this is under Starmer. Starmer is to blame for this. He done Johnny Robinson, put him in jail. Lucy Connolly, put her in jail. And there's been others as well. But it's done to intimidate you. It's done. I talk to people that are on YouTube, and they say, I can't say that. I'll get arrested. Well, why not? Why can't you say it as long as it's an honest opinion? As long as you're telling what you believe to be true. You can't deframe anybody. We got laws against that. You can't tell lies about people. But you can have a point of view, which is what I do here. And Starmer has not been for the better. He's destroyed this country. And he did not say a word about the boat people. Anyway, I'll leave you, and this is Starmer's resignation speech. You tell me down below if he's telling the truth, or if it really is a total load of bullshit. Anyway, Ian, this is Ian's PLP. Bye-bye for now.
Thank you. Thank you. Walking up this street 2 years ago was the proudest moment of my life. A new Labour government, the first in 14 years. A page in our country's history turned after years of disappointment and despair. The chance to change the lives of millions of people for the better. That's what I came into politics for. The journey to that point was not easy. 6 years ago, I inherited a Labour Party that was politically, financially, and morally bankrupt. I was told time and time again that my party was finished, that we were consigned to history, that a majority at the general election, let alone a landslide majority, was impossible. But we proved those people wrong because we changed our party, ripping out the poison of anti-Semitism, restoring trust on the economy, defence and national security, and becoming a party that once again stood proudly with, not against, our national flag. The hard work of change was with a singular purpose, not power for power's sake, but to change Britain for the better, to build a fairer country with dignity and respect, where everyone is seen, everyone is valued, wealth and opportunity for all, not just the privileged few. And look at what we've achieved in just 2 years. An economy that is stronger, growing faster than our peers, wages rising faster than inflation in every single month since we came to power, investment secured, infrastructure being built, an end to austerity with the fastest fall in NHS waiting lists for 17 years, the biggest improvement in rights for workers and renters in a generation, the biggest uplift in defence spending since the Cold War, small boat crossings falling, asylum hotels closing, protecting young people from social media, and 500,000 children being lifted out of poverty because of the choices that I made. Our reputation in the world restored, with Britain once again standing up for decency, respect and the rule of law, securing trade deals, standing with Ukraine, standing up for our values and rebuilding our relationship with our allies in Europe. Change promised by a Labour government, change fought for by a Labour government, change delivered by a Labour government. But I know the question being asked now is not who was best placed to change the Labour Party, to take us into power and to begin the vital work of improving lives for millions of people. Those questions have been answered. The question my party is asking now is whether I am best placed to lead us into the next general election. I have heard the answer of my parliamentary party to that question, and I accept that answer with good grace. Every decision I've taken has been about putting the country I love first. That is why I will resign as leader of the Labour Party. I have spoken to His Majesty the King this morning to inform him of my decision. I will ask the National Executive Committee of the Labour Party to set out a timetable with nominations opening on the 9th of July and completed by the summer recess. In the case of a contest, this will ensure a new leader is in place before Parliament returns in September. I will remain in post as Prime Minister until the contest is complete, and I will do everything I can to ensure an orderly handover of power. I will also give my successor my full and unequivocal support, knowing that they will inherit a Britain that is far stronger and fairer than the one I inherited 2 years ago, better prepared for the challenges ahead, and better able to ensure the Labour Party secures a second term in office. I want to thank all of those friends and colleagues who have been at my side for these past 6 years or so, for their incredible commitment, service and support. I want to thank the brilliant Number 10 staff and our country's extraordinary civil service who dedicate their lives to public service. And when I leave the biggest job in the country, I shall spend more time on the most important job, being the best husband I can to my fantastic wife Vic, who has been a rock by my side through good times and bad, and being the best dad I can to my beautiful children, who are my pride and my joy. Thank you very much.